time they will share globally, they will share their ideas. Now next, one of the most important part of our National Educational Policy 2020 is integration. But why the integration is need? As a part of the thrust on experiential learning, integrated education will be embedded in classroom transactions. Now there are wonderful results of integration of all subjects. Integration of all subjects have become the fundamental need in educational environment to produce productive teaching. Now, the basic need is to provide theoretical and practical knowledge of the subject to the learners. This is our main aim. We want our children to be practical. We don't want our children to be dull. So, integration of all subject will provide the subject of learners. Integration provide the basic working for practical knowledge of the subject to the learners. With exploration of relation among subjects, we can close the gap in achievement of learning outcomes. Classroom transition will shift towards competency based learning and education. Now, see, integration is a very new concept. It has been around for over a century because there are many benefits of integration. The integration of subjects make our students think about real world, which is the main goal of all the teachers, all the educators. This is our main goal. We want our children to be to relate with the real world. This integration help answer the common posted by many students. When are we ever going to use this? Generally, when we teach our students, we generally ask, "Ma'am, इसे कहाँ use करेंगे? Ma'am, where we will use it?" So, integration of all subject will give the answer of this question. Integration allows students to see the usefulness and importance of subjects, which therefore enable them to develop new understanding and skills. And the last thing, art integrations are told wonderful about art integration. Art integration is also one of the most important part of NEP 2020. Art integrated education will embedded in classroom transactions, not only for creating joyful classroom. हम सिर्फ joyful classroom के लिए art integration नहीं कर रहे, but also this art integration approach will strengthen the linkages between education and culture. Thank you everyone for your patient listening. Last but not least, I would like to say, if implemented honestly, religiously, so we will get a wonderful and remarkable result of NEP 2020. Thanks to this government, उसने इसकी education पे work किया. I'm very happy. So we will form very remarkable and wonderful result if implemented honestly and religiously. Thank you, sir. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Nusrat ma'am. Very nice presentation, and you combined experiential learning and experimental learning, and made a good presentation on what it is all about. So thanks to you. And now we
so much,
our final speaker, Prachi Verma ma'am. I will invite her. She is not from India. I mean, she's an Indian, of course, but she is working abroad in the Gulf. And so we are privileged to have her. She is also a maths teacher, and and she has a wonderful presentation on the NEP. So I will request Prachi Verma ma'am to start sharing her screen, and I'm sure you're going to like this session. And as I told, she is teaching in Leaders Private School, Sharjah. So I am going to welcome. There are other people also, other teachers also from Sharjah. I believe Tajunisa ma'am is here, and some other teachers also. We are having a lot of people from the Gulf also attending our webinars. So, Prachi Verma ma'am, thank you for taking this initiative. And it's over to you.
Thank you, sir. Good evening, everyone. Thank you, sir, for giving me a platform to give the session on art integration. And thank you, Matthew, sir. Your team is really doing a wonderful job, because we all teachers are struggling with, and not only NEP, but also with the online classes. So the topic for me, I have to present is art integration in math. And the main key key takeaway you will take after this is what is art integration. And we are hearing in every time art integration is to be implemented, and what is the need of this art integration, why NEP has included it, and what are the ways in which we can integrate art in our math class. So every child is an artist. That's the main reason. Every child is an artist. The problem is how to remain an artist once we grow up. So there is an art in every child. So that we have to facilitate. So let's move towards the road of the art integration. And it is rightly said by Emerson, nothing great was ever achieved without enthusiasm. If we are enthusiastic that we are going to make our teaching and learning very interactive and we are going to include art, then if we are very enthusiastic, then there is nothing great was ever achieved without enthusiasm. So that was rightly said. So let's move first. What is art integration? Art integration is an approach to teaching in which students construct and demonstrate understanding through an art form. See here, teaching in which student construct. Students are constructing and demonstrating. We are only facilitators. We are just giving them a platform and they will do it. We are only guiding them. Student engage in a creative process in which student connects in an art form and another subject area, and we meet our learning objectives. So that is art integration, that we include art in our teaching process. And art is not only about drawing and coloring. It is also include music, theater, dance, visual arts, role play. There are many activities which we are doing, so that all can be done in arts. So if we want to improve our all the skills in the children, like communication skills, collaboration skill, critical thinking, we have to enhance their creativity. And how we will enhance their creativity? Through the art integration. We are making many projects in our math related to arts. We are using it in our culture. We are using in our geometry. We are connecting geometry, and children are making beautiful art projects. This all we are doing from last so many years. They are making beautiful, colorful shapes, and we are connecting geometry and art together. This we are doing till now. They are cutting the different color papers and making beautiful birds, and we are connecting them to nature. They love to make the flowers and insert fractions in them in it. So that's all the way we are inserting art in uh, all our math subjects. Also in symmetry, there is a symmetry. We all know that there is a symmetry in nature. Also, what we do is they take the color papers, they show the line of symmetry, and they make beautiful art projects. And they love doing art in math, because actually math is very dry subject. But when they when we give them colors, then they really like it. So these all we are doing till now. We are doing, they are cutting the papers. This we are doing from last so many years. I am doing these all activities, the same activities from last 10 years. So what is the change now? Why NEP has done it? And because we are going to integrate now these all art project digitally. And how we are going to integrate art digitally? So I'm using 10 tools which I'm using it. I want to just share these with you to integrate art. The first tool I'm using is Peer Deck. Peer Deck is it is a tool which provide very good math templates. So here what we do, we make our PowerPoint presentation and we upload on the Peer Deck. Peer Deck gives a very good templates of math in which we can give the prompt in between, during the class and in between the class and in the last of the class. So to engage all the students. Also, we have to submit our we all math teachers know that we have to submit our art projects to upload on the CBSE portal. So how we are going to do it? So the Peer Deck, if we will just make a habit of doing art every day, little bit of art every day through these digital tools, the our teaching become very interesting. And secondly, we can these all the digital tools, they save it on their platform only, so we can download from there as a PDF, like Peer Duck. Generally what I'm doing is Peer Duck, I will give them in the last, I tell them, just suppose I'm doing the topic time, so I tell them to draw a clock and show the time. And or I will give them some word problem which is related to their real life, and I tell them to solve it, and they have to draw also about it. So Peer Deck, they will in the after my PowerPoint presentation, it gives the slides to them where everybody will make, draw and create their own work. So, and when I will see as a, I can see all the responses, but children can't see each other responses. So they can easily solve the different problems, and they can make a beautiful artwork through Peer Deck. All the tools are there for creating the art. The next tools which I am using for integrating art with them is the Padlet. Padlet is very beautiful wall, and where students can express and share their opinions, ideas, photos and images. And it is a very simple tool and very interesting. So like here I have done the topic fractions. You know, when they are doing it, here it's only one wall where all the children are working together. So when they are doing it, no, they are interacting with each other. They are telling, oh Mayank, how you have done this? Oh, you have inserted the picture. Wow. Oh, wow, you have inserted a video also. Oh, then other will say, oh, oh Nihal, you have put your picture there. Wow, and you are showing the fraction down. How did you do it? I also want to do it. Just tell me please fast. So they are so excited and keen to learn all these digital tools. And girls, what is keen in the girls? Girls love these colors. Oh, such a beautiful pink color, magenta color. How you get it, Samita? Can you please tell me? Where is it? Where is the color tool? Please let me know. So they enjoy working on common wall, the common wall, and they can see each other responses, and they get motivated with each other responses also. So it is a very beautiful, Padlet is very beautiful tool where they can see each other responses. But in the last slide which I have shown, Peer Duck, there the children can't see each other responses. There we can give them the problem where we don't want them to see each other responses there. The next tool which I am using is ThinkLink. ThinkLink is a very good tool for making our teaching interactive. In ThinkLink, it's like that we have a suppose just wait a second. Suppose we have an image. I want to teach here this all the measurements, and I want that all the resources should be on this page only. So what I can do in ThinkLink is, on A I can put the YouTube link, on B I can put the worksheet, small worksheet, on E I can put some formulas, or the how to change from liter to milliliter. So on and this will, I will put it only one image, I can put 5 or 6 resources here. So when I will share this one link with the children, they can have all the resources related to measurement on their desktop. So it is a very good tool where the children can link their webs, music, videos, images, and it will help to enhance especially the differentiate learning. Because some children, they love only the drawing work. Some children are very good in reading, so we can put the write up here. Some children are good in listening, they don't like to read, so we can put the YouTube link here. So it is a very good tool through which we can make our teaching learning very interesting. The next tool is quizzes. Quizzes is really, I should say, those who are using it, they must be knowing it. Quizzes is a blessing for all the teachers, because it provides all the ready-made quizzes, and on every topic quizzes are available. Every topic quiz is available. And if you will suppose I'm taking a topic, suppose I'm taking different topic, fraction or some other topic, suppose I'm taking numbers. So now on the addition, all the basic operation, the numbers, all the ready-made quizzes are there. There is a feature called teleport. On teleport, all the quiz, I think 10 to 20 quizzes comes here, and we can easily insert. Just we have to click on add, and whatever questions we like, we can add it here. We can create our own quiz also. It's not only the ready-made quiz. We can create our own quiz also, and we can create a poll, open-ended question also here. Also, through in the multiple choice question, we can put some pictures, and put the colors and ask them to show how much fraction it is, and filling the blanks also we can insert it here. It is a very beautiful tool, and especially because in when they play the quiz, the music come, they love that music. And not only that music, there is also the cartoons are jumping in between and jumping, and it's a power up, like as soon as they have to touch, they click on that cartoon, it doubles their points, so they get so motivated that I'm doing it. And when I'm playing the quiz, what I do is I put the scoreboard I share my screen and put the scoreboard there. So when I put the scoreboard there, it's though they can see who is getting more point, who is getting less points. So they are so highly motivated to do the quizzes. And since I have started, I cannot end my class without doing the quizzes. They love quizzes at all. The next tool which I'm using for integrating art and enhancing my teaching learning process is Kahoot. Kahoot also is same like quizzes. It is same like quizzes. It provide quizzes. It provide the poll also, and many other template also, colorful template it provides to create the presentation. Only Kahoot, I feel that it is not very good for the small children, because when we play the live quiz on Kahoot, children can only see the answer. They have to see the screen, my screen, to see the question, and on the other device or on the other link they have to click it. So small children find it little difficult when we play live quiz. But now Kahoot has now updated it. Now we can give it as an assignment. If we give it as an assignment, then easily they can see question and answer both on their screen on one tab. So it is also a very good tool. Like this, they will see questions are here, four colors are given, so they have to click on one color. It's a very beautiful, and beautiful music will also come. The only thing is that they have to, if we are playing live quiz, question will not be visible on their screen, only visible on my screen. They will see teacher screen and then they will click it. And if we are putting as an assignment, they can see on their screen. Next tool is which I'm using is Edpuzzle. Edpuzzle is a very good tool for making any video of your lesson. Suppose not only my video, our video, also we can use the YouTube videos and we can insert questions in it. It's like I have, if they will play 30-second video, then there will be a one question. After that, 1 minute video, if they will play, they will have the next question. So there are questions, generally when we are putting videos in our class, sometimes children are very dull that time, because sometimes some children are not watching that time or not looking at carefully. Then after the videos, we are asking them question, what you have seen in the video, of how you felt it. So what was there? So instead of asking after that, in this platform, we can ask in between the question. We can put in between the question, multiple choice question also we can put open-ended question. And there is one option called prevent skipping. They cannot move forward till they will not attempt that question. And I will see, as a teacher, I will see all the responses, who are attempting question, who understood it or not. If you have done it wrong, he will ask you to rewatch again. So that's a very good tool that those who don't who don't really carefully watch the videos with these questions and all, it really helps to them. So I mostly use it as an assignment, because children don't like to work so many problems. They find it difficult. But if we will give assignment like this, they have to watch a video, they easily accept it and they do it. They love this tool also. Next tool is Google Drawings, and eighth tool is Breakout Room. Breakout Room and Google Drawings and Google Docs, I generally combine it. What I do is I put the children in the breakout room in the groups. I put the children in the groups. Google Meet also gives the breakout room, and Zoom also gives the breakout room. What I do is I just put them children in the groups, and I tell them to present something in the Google Drawings. Suppose I am doing some measurement, so I will tell them draw truths here, and I will divide it into three groups. I will divide. One is for length, one is measurement of capacity, one is for measurement of length, one is capacity, and one is weight. So all these three groups, I will tell them to draw different tools and work in the groups. So they work with Google Drawing, and Google Drawings, it provides such a beautiful colors. They can choose it, they can draw it together. They also they all really like this Google Drawings. And the main thing is that we don't need any papers and color pencils. In this way, we move towards the sustainable goals. We have our sustainable goals in every school. If we show these Google Drawings, we can save it as a PDF, and we can show them how we are doing all the activities digitally without using any paper. And we just go in that sustainable, we achieve our sustainable goals. The next tool is Flipgrid. Flipgrid is a very beautiful platform where children present their videos, and they show their performance, they record their experiments, they record their artistic work, and it is they can upload their videos there. Suppose they have some thoughts of sharing about their artwork, some want to discuss about this, some want to tell about different favorite artists, favorite mathematician. So when they speak and they upload on Flipgrid, especially during this time where the children can't see each other, when they see their friend classmate is a video has uploaded, they in Flipgrid you can see each other videos. So they are so motivated. Oh, he's speaking so nicely about this artist, he's speaking so nicely about this mathematician, why can't I do it? So they start exploring, and they start doing it. Even their write-up work also they can show it here. Some are showing the, I usually, whenever I finish my one chapter, I tell them to make a presentation and upload on Flipgrid. So all start in making the points what they have learned, and they show it on the Flipgrid as like they are a teacher and they are teaching. And they really love this because they are able to see each other's friend. So they say, oh wow, Mayank, you have uploaded, I have seen your video, it's so beautifully, how nicely you are wearing that pink. The girls are especially keen about the dresses. You are wearing about that pink color dress. You are looking so cute that day. So next morning, once they will upload, next morning they will start motivating each other. And the main thing is they say about each other. They say about positive to each other, about positive things. The last tool which I say is Canva. I made this presentation on Canva. Canva is a very beautiful tool where you can make your presentation, they can show their artwork, they can click the picture and show it in the presentation, or they can make the PPT on Canva. Canva provides very beautiful colors, also very beautiful fonts also. There are variety of fonts there, and the pictures are PNG pictures are very good on Canva. And but some part of Canva is paid. All other these apps are free. Canva, some part is paid, but children are very tech savvy nowadays. They know how to with the snipping tool. They will make the presentation. They will snip it, crop it, and put it in the PowerPoint. So, but they will use the Canva very nicely. Children are very tech savvy now. Only the thing is, we have to move forward now and upgrade our skills. See this picture I brought. See what this picture is saying. Just look at this picture. The child is saying, should we put down what we think is right, or we think you think is right? What I have to put down here? So this picture says everything. So what it says is that children are waiting to express themselves. They are really waiting. We have to make them independent lifelong learners. They are waiting that they want to express themselves. They want to put their idea, what they think, they want to share their ideas, and it's our duty to give them a platform. And children are Children are we have to make them think. We have to make them to explore their ideas. We have to give them a platform that they can express themselves, and by this only we will come to know what really they needs. There are many children, who don't unmute themselves. There are many children who don't put their camera on. They don't want to show it or come on the screen. They don't like it. But if we will give them a platform like Peer Deck, or that there they expect, especially on Peer Deck, I whenever I give them Peer Deck, they give me a long letter. First they will whatever task I have given, they will write it. After that they give me long letter, because they know nobody can see that thing. So they will write long letter, ma'am, I really love math. Only quizzes you should do it every day. All other tools, can we postpone it? I mean, some other here and there, they will keep on whatever they want to say. No, they express. Even the one girl, she don't like one boy, Ali. So she keep on writing, ma'am, can you tell Ali not to write anything in the chat? Please, I really love your class, because Ali is there. That's why I got irritated. So whatever they want to convey, sometimes they don't come up on, they don't want to be on the camera. They don't want to tell even parents also, but they write it in the peer deck. So these are the tools which we really, because there are in our class all types of children are there, and we have to cater their needs. So in the last, I should say, what is art integration? I just want to summary up. It's enhancing the lesson with color, artwork, music, pictures, movement, and drama. And art is a place for children to learn to trust their ideas, themselves, and to explore what is possible. Whenever they give me their ideas on these platform, there is an option of giving the feedback. My small emoji also really motivate them. They get that ma'am has given me such a good emoji and such a good feedback. I really want to do well. So let's give them that platform, and let them trust their ideas, and let them explore what is all is possible here. Thank you for listening. And in the last, I'm really fan of Dr. Abdul Kalam. He said, umbrella can't stop the rain, but can make us stand in rain. Confidence may not bring success, but gives us power to face any challenge in life. All these tools are really very challenging for us nowadays, because we are also not so much tech savvy. How much children are there? Children are 10 times ahead from us. So it's a really a big challenging time right now for all the educators. And I'm so thankful to Matthew sir, because you have given such a good platform where we are learning a lot every day, and you are updating us for everything. Thank you. Just I want to say in the last, never stop learning, and thank you very much. Over to Matthew sir.
Thank you, ma'am. That was a really amazing session. You can read from the chats also. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. I have no words to express. So we finish in style, I would say. During the chats, there was, I think, I mean, we'll open the floor now. I think it's better that they ask themselves. If all those who can come on camera, I would request them to come on camera. We just have about 7 minutes. We can take up a few questions. Just 1 second. I'm just going to... Yeah, if there is any question. Okay, you can unmute yourself. You can unmute yourself and ask. I think Nina had a question. Nina, please go ahead.
I had a question, but it was answered. Yes. There in the chat itself, I wanted to ask ma'am, Prachi ma'am, I wanted to ask you whether these tools are free, because Mentimeter, when I had tried, and one more I had tried, it allowed me only 3 quizzes and whatever the 3 activities, and beyond that, it said that you have to pay. So are all these, I just wanted to ask you whether these 10 tools are free for the children to be used in schools?
Prachi ma'am, kindly unmute yourself.
Prachi ma'am, you'll have to unmute yourself.
Yeah. I was trying to unmute you, but it was not. Nina ma'am, Mentimeter, yes, it allows only 3 quizzes, but Kahoot and quizzes all are free. All are completely free. And even Padlet, there is a limit, but you can delete the old Padlets and keep on making new. So and all other this ThinkLink, they all are free, ma'am. Canva also, many things are free. Uh, many things are free. I mean, it's not that Mentimeter, yes, that's why I didn't write Mentimeter here. What I'm using, I'm just writing that because that's giving the free platform. Ma'am, Nearpod is also there. There are many tools which I have only shared with that. There are many other tools are also there.
Thank you, ma'am.
I hope I have answered your question.
Yeah. And also I missed out, there are a lot of people joining us from Nigeria. So, because, someone was offended. I didn't mention, I mentioned only the Gulf. So, my apologies. So, welcome people from Lagos also. Any other question?
That's all right, sir.
Yeah. Thank you.
I'm Mrs. Sunita Sagar from Lagos. I'm
Welcome,
very
ma'am.
happy to attend your session. And yes, sir. Yeah, I just put it on.
You have been
Thank you very
attending
much, ma'am.
our sessions. I mean, we have a good group now from
Yes.
Lagos. Now we have a lot of people attending.
Yes.
Thanks a lot.
Yes.
There was another
Quite a
question.
few of us attend.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. I have a question for Prachi, ma'am.
Yes,
Ma'am, you told us about one thing, that is Edpuzzle. In that, I faced it. I think I went into that to use it. Probably I'm told that it's only 5 slides allowed, and more than that we need to buy it. And is there any possible way where we can make use of the whole thing properly? I
Prachi
had
ma'am,
about 12
unmute
slides.
yourself. Prachi ma'am, you can unmute yourself.
Okay, sir. I was trying, but not. Yes, Sunita ma'am. Sunita ma'am, Edpuzzle I'm mostly using for the videos, right? And we can make the videos. It's a limit. I think 10 to 15 are limit is allowing now. They are upgrade, ma'am, and you can delete old videos and put the new videos. We are using like
Ma'am,
that.
no, ma'am. No, actually, when I used there were 17 slides in my PPT. I wanted to convert my PPT into a video, and then I wanted to give some audio questions in between. There's a method how you stop it at one place, and you could insert some questions then and there. Making some worksheets kind of a thing. But then it was not possible more than
Ma'am,
5.
maybe,
It's the first
maybe
5 is
that
free.
is-
That's it. I
Maybe
wanted
that
to know.
is, your PPT maybe has the more slides. Otherwise, you take the 3 minute video. 3 minute video, you can easily insert the questions, ma'am. If you take if you check there, and there are many teachers has already worked on it. There are, if you type it there, there are 3 sections are there: elementary and the middle school and the senior school. If you click on it, there all are whatever teachers are making, it's public for us, so we can use it. And by 3 to 4 minute video, we can insert the questions. Maybe that PowerPoint slide has more GB, and it is not taking that much. Maybe
It's actually my
try with
personal
other videos.
PPT. My personal PPT I inserted.
Ma'am, personal PPT is heavy because we are putting images, heavy images.
I'll do one thing. I'll share Prachi ma'am's number. Probably you can have a private chat. Maybe she can help you out. Any other questions, because we are running out of time. Okay.
Thank you so much, Prachi ma'am. It was a wonderful session.
Yeah.
Prachi ma'am, I just have one more question.
Yeah. Tell me.
If it's not free, the concern for most is, there'll be some software issue or there'll be some virus. Safety issues are there. So is it safe? All these
No, ma'am. These are completely safe. These are completely safe. These are completely safe. I am using from last 3 months, ma'am. These are completely safe. There is no problem in that.
Sir, I would like to add on in this. Prachi ma'am was discussing for the small kids. If you like to work out for the senior students, I am using Kahoot and Edpuzzle or even for my 11th and 12th standard. 12th standard is ready to work even for SQL databases, being for the informatics background. They love to have their revisions on this, as CBSE has already said for 20% MCQ questions. So it gives the question banks on its own over there, and you don't need to enter the questions also. With options, it's providing you over there, and you can extract the same questions and implement over there. So hardly 15 minutes daily at night for next day's class. And that will be saved, and you can use in junior classes and senior classes both. Thank you. Sorry, I intervened in between.
No, absolutely fine. Absolutely fine. Clarification is required.
Thank you, ma'am.
Hiteshika ma'am, I think I need your number as well, because
Sure, ma'am,
I'm teaching the primary classes, and I would definitely like to use the Padlet in this one. Yeah, thank you so much.
Sure,
Probably if you could share it in the chat.
sure, ma'am.
Thank you.
Right.
There is a comment from Ranjit sir. Ranjit sir, thank you for Prachi ma'am. Thank you ma'am for wonderful session. This is from Odisha Teacher Association. Thank you Ranjit sir for your appreciation. And we can take one more question if anybody has. Otherwise, we'll call it for a day. Recording we will be sending, and anybody who's wanting the certificates, please do the needful, and you can contact me personally on my personal number. I have